Welcome, I'm Mark Abardi and this is Mark's Moments. Today we're talking about the art of healing. Everyone wants to heal. Everyone wants to be healed. Heal me, heal me. Oh, can't you help me? Can't you fix me, Doc? Can't you fix me, Mark? Everyone wants to be healed and helped. But very few people will let themselves be healed, let themselves be helped, because they're holding on to their identity. They're holding on to this limiting belief. They like it. They like to be limited because it makes them know who they are. And they've got this identity that they're holding on to, and they need to hold it for their own security. But the art of healing is really the art of acceptance. Letting yourself accept your inner self. Surrendering to your inner self. Now, in our culture and our society, surrender is a really negative connotation word. It's what the weak people do in war. They surrender because they're weak. It's what someone does when they're being raped. They surrender because they're not strong enough. Oh. But surrendering to your higher self, surrendering to the will of the master, surrendering to your own state of love, surrendering to love. Imagine surrendering to love. Just for a second, imagine the whole world surrendered to love. Wow. What a place this planet would be. But of course, we've got the yin yang. At the moment, we're not evolved enough. We've got no state of consciousness. But surrendering is not for the weak. You know how people say it takes a really brave man or a really brave woman, a really brave person. Ooh, PC. A really brave person to say they're sorry. A really brave person to admit they were wrong. What that's actually doing is surrendering. And the reason why they say it takes a really brave person is because it's not weakness to surrender. No way. Anyone can fight. Any idiot can be stubborn and say an opinion and dig their heels in. Any idiot. But what takes a real smart, emotionally and intellectually person to surrender right here. If you surrender, if you can surrender, you really have to summon some bravery to do that. It takes a really brave person to surrender. It's not weakness. Far from it. It is a strength beyond most people's imagination. And it fills you with the power. It fills you. It's almost like a hidden power. If you can learn to surrender to love, surrender to your higher self, surrender to your peace of mind, you gain this inner light. I mean, it's always there, but you just notice it now. And once you notice this inner light, nothing gets in your way. You're like Superman, supercharged, super evolved. You are alive with light. If you can surrender to your higher self. What's your higher self? How do you surrender? You just practice being still.